Hey, what's up guys? Jeff Orig with Orig Media, and here's a little quick tip for you today, slates. So this is actually just a very inexpensive wood slate from B&H, and we'll include a link down below. But I highly recommend getting a wood one or a plastic one, and you don't need, it doesn't need to be super fancy or super expensive. And what you could use this for DSLR is when you shoot dual system. And what I mean by dual system is if you're shooting the DSLR for video and then you are using something like the Zoom H4n for the audio, you need to sync them up somehow. Now, Final Cut 10 and Pluralize are ways to automatically sync it up, but it's using oftentimes the audio to do that. And the way they would do it back in the day with film is you would have the slate and it would you would match up sound and picture whenever the two met. So when you hear that clap and the actual footage meets, or when these sticks meet, then that's where you would sync it up together. So you can do the same thing either manually if you don't have Pluralize or if you don't have Final Cut 10. But I highly recommend getting this analog wood one versus using something like the iPad slate. The ones on the iPad, we've found it's just too quiet that the clap makes. Some things to keep in mind, definitely you can fill out this information. What we'll do is we'll take white gaff tape and we'll put the numbers written on white gaff tape on there just to kind of preserve the cleanliness of this. Another thing is watch when you slate in front of your performers or the talent. If typically you want to get it in the shot so that the camera can see when these things close, and then also so that the sound can hear the sound. But at the same time, you don't want to startle or disrupt any of your talent by slamming this thing in front of their face as soon as they're about to perform. So kind of be careful of etiquette and be cognizant of what the performers are going to do. Another thing that you can do is if you hold it upside down, you can do what's called a tail slate. So normally you'll slate in the beginning, but at the end, in some scenarios, if you can't get the person to slate at the beginning of the shot, because let's say it's a very tight quarters, what you can do is once the scene is over, whoever's the assistant camera that's running the slate can run in, call tail slate, and then they hold it upside down and then do the slate at the end. You still have the sync point, but at that point the sync point's at the very end. And holding it upside down just lets everybody know that it was a tail slate. Just some little bits of tips that from the old film days, but definitely in this world of dual system with the DSLR, slate's still very relevant. That's it. Kind of a little bit of a longer quick tip, but I'm Jeff Orig with Orig Media. Definitely check out our website, www.origmedia.com. There's tips and tutorials and resources for you guys. Hit us up if you have any questions or if you're interested in doing any kind of collaboration. And that's it. Until next time, I'm Jeff Orig, and aloha.